Skip Bayless, you fought for me, bro.
Did I?
I'm here because of you. You've allowed me to share the stage with you. You've allowed me to share the platform. I'm going to cry in the car, but I'm not going to cry now. The opportunity that you gave me to become what I became, I'm forever indebted to you. I'll never forget what you did for me. You've helped me grow more than you ever know.
Okay, this is not easy for me either. But
one more thing before you go, Skip.
Okay.
One more thing.
Quite a few of us knew a while ago, especially after the Damar Hamlin situation, that the relationship between Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe had certainly run its course. They entertained us for the last 7 years. I'm a big fan of both guys, especially Shannon Sharpe, knowing his journey and what he had to go through to get to the place that he is, especially in the TV space. On the football field, no holds barred, you already know. It was business on the field, but in the space of entertainment and TV, Shannon Sharpe, he really put in the work and he really dedicated himself to being one of the best. Again, these 7 years have been beautiful between him and Skip. The back and forth, the comedic situations with him and LeBron and the Tom Brady stuff and the Dallas Cowboys, it's all been great for TV, great for entertainment overall. And in this moment with Shannon leaving, I hate to be this guy, but this is ignorant. So I have no choice but to be this guy when I see stuff that just bothers me, especially ignorance. You see, some people never truly understand the gravity of a moment. They don't know how to operate within moments or deal with real, true emotions or human interaction. If you watch the show where Shannon was, trying to give his gratitude and show thanks to all the people that helped him over the last 7 years, including Skip Bayless, who he left for last, you can tell that he really meant the words that he was saying. He had a few names written down that he wanted to make sure he spouted out, but overall you can tell most of the words that he spoke in that moment came from the heart, like his memories, his thoughts towards these people, and how he interacted with them on a regular basis over these last 7 years. And of course he left his partner for last, because he does have true respect for Skip Bayless, regardless of whatever dust-ups they had in the past. And he was really trying to pour out his heart to Skip and thank Skip and show him how much he really meant to him over the last 7 years, and how he's boosted his career and allowed him the opportunity to scale to the place that he is now, with his widespread fandom and everything, his club Shay Shay, all the stuff that he's been able to accomplish. And he wanted to thank Skip for that. And even in that moment, Skip Bayless couldn't just wait a second and embrace the moment.
But not least, Skip Bayless, you fought for me, bro.
Did I?
I'm here because of you. You've allowed me to share the stage with you. You've allowed me to share the platform. I'm going to cry in the car, but I'm not going to cry now. The opportunity that you gave me to become what I became, I'm forever indebted to you. I'll never forget what you did for me. You've helped me grow more than you ever know.
Okay, this is not easy for me either. But
one more thing before you go, Skip.
Okay.
One more thing. All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, I gave you everything I had.
You did.
I gave you everything I had.
Which is why I want to thank you.
As this man is pouring out his heart to Skip Bayless about to cut the man off in the middle of his send-off trying to thank him because he's so eager to get into, I guess, whatever he wrote down on the way to the studio or whatever he rehearsed for the last few weeks, knowing that they were about to end at the end of the finals or whatever it is that he got on that paper. He was so eager to get into what he had written down that you can tell he had a different level of attachment in that moment to Shannon leaving than Shannon had in that moment. And you can see the difference, which actually illuminates the fact that they're not going to be doing the show with each other anymore. Like, he literally, Shannon is sitting there crying and wiping tears and, you know, trying to keep his composure. And Skip want to jump in and start talking about, you know, this, that, and the third. Like, bro, like, look at this man across from you that's trying to thank you for how you've helped him. Like, you can't just embrace that moment. Like, I don't want to say it's intentional. I don't want to say he doesn't have that in his, you know, system or he's incapable. But just looking at it, it's like, bro, you just super insensitive to a lot of stuff. Like, you don't get it sometimes, which is the reason the DeMar Hamlin situation went the way it went. Cause it's like, dude, you're not understanding. The words you said weren't really a problem. It's the moment in which you say them. It's the moment. And a lot of people, we're so into computers and being able to jump on Twitter and say whatever we want to say and critique people and point the finger and be so judgmental that we don't even appreciate human interaction and being in a moment. And it just stood out to me so much that over the last 7 years and what has transpired between the two, that in that moment, this man's last show, he's trying to thank you for allowing him the opportunity to be on the show and like let people know how much you went to bat for him. And even in that moment, you still can't just sit back and just chill for a second. Just allow the man to get all the stuff that he want to get off his heart. In that moment, you still got to cut a man off. And it's like, some people gonna listen to this. Like I said, I hate to be that guy, but I have to because it just stood out to me. And like I said, it is the reason I believe that their relationship is where it is, and they're not going to be able to, you know, coexist anymore. I also think it's because Shannon's star has grown so much, and it's kind of overshadowing Skip with all the, you know, hoopla and, you know, the social media stuff attached to Shannon Sharpe. Now, don't take that as me, you know, trying to shit on Skip Bayless that he's less than. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, over the past 7 years, Shannon has grown tremendously. He's everywhere, and a lot of people are, you know, showing him favor. So, but like I was saying, in that moment, it's like, bro, just human interaction, just human courtesy, or just embracing a moment of emotion that this man is trying to thank you. He trying to show you grace and, you know, gratitude and appreciation, and you can't even just sit back and just accept it. You want to get into your script, into your character, into being Skip Bayless, as opposed to just relaxing, man. And, you know, I say that the ride was fun while it lasted. You know, a lot of people say all good things must come to an end, but, you know, I feel to disagree with that sentiment. But at the same time, the show must go on. Somebody else is going to step in and fill that role at some point. And of course, both of them, Skip and Shannon, will go on to have, you know what I'm saying, more years of success and everything else, you know, within their careers. And I salute both of them because they entertained me for a long time. They got me through a lot of mornings where, you know, I just needed something in my ear, in my headphones to, you know, give me something to laugh about or give me something to think about. And, you know, those two guys came through. So shout out to both of them, Skip and Shannon Sharpe. But once again, that doggone Skip Bayless, man, it's crazy how this man doesn't know how to just relax and just be a human for a second or two. But anyways, who am I? Deuces.
Did.
I gave everything I had.
which is why I want to thank you for all you have given to me. When I first took this job back in June of 2016, we had a whole nother format in mind until it became clear Shannon Sharpe is available. And I said, I believe he can do this. And did you ever? The critics just savaged us when we first started. Undisputed will never last. FS1 will never last. Did we ever show them? I want to thank you for dedicating yourself to this job. It is a voracious beast of a show, day after day after day. You dedicated yourself to this job just the way you dedicated yourself to professional football as a Hall of Famer. I want to thank you for never taking a sick day. I want to thank you for preparing as hard as you could every single day, every single topic. I want to thank you for competing as hard as you competed with me, because the greatest compliment I can give you is you were a worthy adversary.
Push the goddamn button. Push the